Hello friends, welcome back to English Classes Online. I am Benjamin. Today's video is on how to use the 3 cases of pronouns in English. Basic grammar lesson rules for beginners. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Click on the bell icon as well so that whenever a new video is uploaded on this channel, you will be instantly notified. Without much ado, let's dive into the lesson. First, we look at the agenda for today's episode. Number 1, what is a case? 2, cases of pronouns at a glance. 3, using subjective pronouns. 4, using objective pronouns. And 5, using possessive pronouns. What is a case? Case is used to refer to the form of a pronoun that shows its grammatical function in a sentence. In the sentence, they beat him, for instance. The personal pronoun they is used as the subject of the verb beat, while the pronoun him is used as object of the verb gave. There are 3 cases of personal pronouns, namely subjective, objective, and possessive. Examples of the possessive case can be seen in the following sentence. The blue pen is mine and the black one is yours. Here, the pronouns mine and yours are used to indicate ownership or possession. So we have 3 cases of the pronoun: the subjective case, the objective case, and the possessive case. The subjective case indicates the doer of an action, while the objective case indicates the receiver of an action. The possessive case indicates ownership or possession, or shows who owns what. All right? Now let's look at the cases of pronouns at a glance. So here you can actually see, these 3 cases: the subjective, the objective, and the possessive. And then this can be seen as either singular or plural. And there are 3 persons of the pronoun: the first person, the second person, and the third person. All right, so here we can see that the first person singular is subjective pronoun is I. The objective, first person objective, singular objective is me, and the first person singular possessive is my. Then, of course, we can see the second person subjective, the second person singular subjective is you. The objective is you as well. There is a mix-up here. Yours is the possessive form, all right? Then we look at the third person subjective, he, she, and it. And then we have the objective, him, her, and it. And the possessive, his, hers, and its. All right, so these are the singular cases, the singular subjective, objective, and possessive pronouns. Then we look at the plural. the first person subjective plural is we. The first person objective plural is us. And the first person possessive plural is ours. The second person possessive plural is you. The second person objective plural is you. And then the second person possessive plural is also yours. So then the third person subjective is plural is they. The third person subjective, objective plural is them, while the third person possessive plural is theirs. So now looking at this, you can see that the subjective, the first person singular subjective pronoun, which is I, whenever you use I, you are referring to the first person. The first person is the speaker. And whenever you say you are referring to the second person. The second person is the addressee or the listener. And then the third person is he, she, or it. And that is the person being talked about. Then we look at the cases, the subjective, the objective, the possessive. So when we say I, it is used in a sentence where I is referring to the doer of an action. For instance, I did my assignment yesterday. I did my assignment yesterday. Or if we use the third person singular subjective, which is he, and if we say he gave me some money, he gave me some money. So you see, he is the giver, the doer of the action. Me is the receiver of the action. All right. Then talking about the possessive, if we say the money is mine, then we are indicating ownership. If we say the money was his, then after he gave it to me, it became mine. Then you can see how we indicate ownership using the possessive case. We indicate the receiver of an action using the objective case. We indicate the doer of an action using the subjective case. So these are the cases of the pronoun at a glance, and you should be able to differentiate between the subjective, the singular subjective, and the plural subjective. For instance, when we say I, that is the first person singular subjective pronoun. It refers to I as in one person, all right? But when we say we, that is the first person plural subjective. It means we are referring to two or more when we say we, all right? So that is exactly, what we ought to know about the three cases of the pronouns, subdivided into singular and plural, and then also classified according to the three persons. We have three cases of the pronoun, and we have three persons of the pronoun, and we have two number indicators, singular and plural. All right, so this all these factors have to be taken into consideration if we have to use the cases of the pronouns correctly. Now let's begin to look at the correct uses of the various cases of the pronoun. We start with using subjective pronouns. Now, first, what is a subjective pronoun? A subjective pronoun is that form of the pronoun that acts as the subject of a sentence. When a pronoun acts as a subject of a sentence, it performs the action of the verb in the sentence. The subjective pronouns are he, I, it, she, they, we, and you. Let's look at examples in sentences. Now, sentence 1, I have sent an email to Jane. Now, I is the subjective pronoun here. And if you look at the sentence, I have sent an email to Jane, you ask the question, who is performing the action here? It is I, the sender of the email, all right? Now, sentence 2, he scored the winning goal in that match. Now, the subjective pronoun here is he, because he is the doer of the action, the scorer of the winning goal. So you can always see that the subjective pronoun is used when we want to refer to a doer of a particular action in a sentence, or probably the person who is being talked about. Then sentence 3, she sang beautifully at the assembly. The subjective pronoun here is she, because she is the singer here, the doer of the action. She sang beautifully at the assembly. Sentence 4, they are the owners of the company. They are the owners of the company. And so the subjective pronoun is they, because that is the subject of the sentence. The subject is either the doer of the action or the person or thing that we are talking about in a sentence. And so they are the owners of the company. The subjective pronoun is they because they are the people we are talking about. All right? Then sentence 5, we are going to do a test this morning. We are going to do a test this morning. We is the subject here because we refers to the people we are talking about, and they are the people also going to perform the action of doing a test. All right? Then sentence 6, you didn't attend the seminar. The subjective pronoun here is you, because you is the doer of the action, or the person who was supposed to perform the action of attending the seminar. And last but not the least, number 7, it ran into that hole. It here is the subjective pronoun because it refers to the very thing we are talking about. It could be a rat or a snake or any other animal. All right? So these are the subjective pronouns, and we have looked at how, to use subjective pronouns correctly in meaningful English sentences. So now we are going to look at how to use objective pronouns. An objective pronoun is that form of the pronoun that acts as the object of a sentence. When a pronoun acts as an object of a sentence, it receives the action of the verb in the sentence. The objective pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, them, us. Let's look at examples of how to use objective pronouns in meaningful English sentences. Sentence number 1, Dad gave me some money. The objective pronoun here is me because me is the receiver of the money, receiver of the action of that giving. All right. Sentence 2, I sent him a bag of rice. All right. So him is the objective pronoun here. I sent him a bag of rice. So here, him is the receiver of the action of sending performed by me. I sent him a bag of rice. Now, sentence 3, Debbie's uncle bought her a new phone. Now, the objective pronoun here is her, because her is the receiver of the new phone, the receiver of the action of buying performed by Debbie's uncle. All right, so we can always see a regular pattern here. The objective pronoun occupies the object position, and the object is always the receiver of the action reported by the verb in a given sentence. Now, sentence number 4. The company has paid them all the outstanding allowances. You can see the objective pronoun here is them because them is the receiver, refers to the receiver of the outstanding allowances, the receiver of the action of paying performed by the company. Sentence number 5. The teacher gave us an assignment. Now, us is the objective pronoun occupying the object position by, receiving the action of giving performed by the teacher. Sentence number 6. I sent you a new price list yesterday. I sent you. Now, the objective pronoun here is you, the receiver of a new price list and the receiver of the action of sending, all right, indicated in that sentence. Then sentence number 7. Okon hit the snake with a big stick and killed it. Now, the objective pronoun here is it. It receives the action of killing performed by Okon. All right? So, these are the various examples of objective pronouns and how we can use them correctly in meaningful English sentences. Now, we come to using possessive pronouns. A possessive pronoun is that form of the pronoun that indicates possession or ownership in a sentence. The possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, its, theirs, ours. Now let's look at examples of how we can use possessive pronouns correctly in English sentences. Sentence number 1. The money is mine. The possessive pronoun here is mine. The money is mine. Now, I want you to try to differentiate between the possessive pronoun and the possessive adjective, because the majority of English learners try to confuse, possessive adjectives with possessive pronouns. Now, the possessive pronoun is either someone or something, and can always take the position of a noun. For example, as you know, a pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. Now, if we say the money is mine, mine is replacing a noun. I can say the money is my money. So my money is a noun phrase, but then we can replace it with a possessive pronoun, mine. The money is mine. All right. So now let's look at sentence number 2. But when we say it is my money, it is my money, my is not a possessive pronoun. My is a possessive adjective, because if we say it is my money, my is only telling us, giving us information about the money. My money, all right? Is my, there is a modifier, modifying the noun money. So it's a different thing than a possessive pronoun. A possessive pronoun occupies the position of a noun, replacing a noun in a sentence. But a possessive adjective always comes before a noun and thereby modifying the noun. If we say John's car, John's car, then we say his car. His is telling us about the car we are talking about. If we say the car and someone asks which car, his car, John's car, his car, so his is essentially an adjective telling us more about a noun. Now let's look at sentence number 2. Give the marker to Jude. It is his. All right. His is the possessive pronoun here because it is indicating the ownership of the marker and is replacing a noun phrase. His here refers to Jude's marker. We can say it is Jude's marker. But in order not to repeat marker here and repeat Jude, then we simply replace Jude's marker with his. Give the marker to Jude, it is his. So you can see the principle of what a pronoun is all about. Whether you are talking about the subjective pronoun or the objective pronoun or the possessive pronoun, they perform similar grammatical function of replacing a noun in a sentence. But the differentiation has to do with whether it is replacing the noun in the subject position, that is as the doer of the action, or replacing the noun as the receiver of the action, that's in the object position, or replacing the noun in the position of the possessor of something or the owner of something. All right, so that is exactly what we are looking about, what we are talking about or looking at exactly. Now, sentence number 3. Uncle Dave has given the phone to Debbie. It is hers. So again, you can see, Uncle Dave has given the phone to Debbie. Hers. Now, hers is the possessive pronoun here, and it is referring to Debbie's phone. So to avoid repeating phone and Debbie in the sentence, then we replace Debbie's phone with hers. All right. Sentence number 4. The court has ruled in their favor, so the land is theirs. Now, theirs here is the possessive adjective, the possessive pronoun referring to their land. So instead of repeating their and land, we simply replace it with the possessive pronoun theirs. Sentence number 5. Our father built this house before he died. It is ours. Ours is the possessive pronoun referring to our house. Our house. It is ours. Now, the last but not the least, sentence number 6. The green bag is mine, but the red one is yours. So we can see two possessive pronouns, mine and yours, both of which are indicating ownership in the sentence. So we have been able to look at how to use the three cases of pronouns, how to use the three cases of pronouns in English, and we have been able to look at how we can use them correctly in meaningful English sentences. I hope you learned quite a lot from this lesson. If you enjoyed the lesson, click on the like button, like the video, and share the video with your friends and relations by clicking on the share button. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to this channel. Remember also to click on the bell icon. You will find a tiny bell icon. Clicking on it will mean that you have activated the notification bell, so that whenever a new video goes live on this channel, you will be instantly notified. I want to thank you for being part of today's episode. If you have any questions, any comments, any commendation, any question, if you have any topic in mind that you would want me to discuss in subsequent videos, leave your comments in the comment section below. Do not forget that you are the reason why we are doing what we are doing here. So we value all of you, and I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to all of you, viewers and subscribers. See you in the next video. Good night.